Brother, let me ask you something. How many nights have you stared at your phone waiting for a text that never came? How many times have you replayed old conversations thinking, maybe if I'd said this differently, she'd still be here? You told yourself it was love. You thought the pain meant passion, but deep down you knew something was off. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like and watch till the very end, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see love forever. This isn't just another relationship talk. This is a wake-up call from one man to another about the only relationship rule that truly matters. Point 1. The illusion of passion, mistaking pain for love. We've all been there. She walks in and suddenly the world feels alive again. Her laughter hits your chest like sunlight through cold glass. The silence between texts feels unbearable, and you call that chemistry. But let's be real, brother. Sometimes what you call passion is actually pain disguised as excitement. You chase her validation because deep down, you're trying to fix something that broke inside you long before she arrived. Maybe it's that childhood moment when you felt unseen. Maybe it's that first heartbreak that told you, love hurts, so if it hurts, it must be real. But Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If your thoughts associate chaos with love, you'll keep chasing storms and calling them home. True love doesn't burn you alive, it warms you. True passion doesn't make you lose yourself, it makes you find more of who you are. So when you catch yourself checking your phone every 5 minutes, when you feel that anxiety rise every time she's distant, pause. Ask yourself, is this love? Or am I addicted to the pain? That's the first step to freedom. Recognizing that not every spark is sacred. Some fires are meant to destroy, not illuminate. Point 2. The mirror of self-abandonment. Let's get brutally honest here. A lot of us don't fall in love with women. We fall in love with the version of ourselves we hope they'll validate. You start losing your edge. You start texting first every time. You start compromising your peace just to keep her attention. And you call that commitment. But that's not commitment, that's self-abandonment. It's the quiet betrayal that happens when a man forgets his worth and starts begging for the love he should be giving himself. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Brother, the moment you need her to choose you to feel whole, you've already lost yourself. She isn't the mirror that defines you. She's just the reflection of what you already believe you deserve. So if you keep attracting women who treat you like an option, it's time to ask, where did I first learn that my love wasn't enough? Heal that wound not by chasing new faces, but by remembering who you were before heartbreak taught you to beg for crumbs. Point 3. The trap of ambiguity. Why we settle for almost. You ever been in that almost relationship where she says things like, I'm not ready for something serious, but still wants your time, your energy, your loyalty, and you go along with it thinking maybe she'll change. But here's the truth, she won't. Not because she's cruel, but because you've taught her that your boundaries are negotiable. Ambiguity is comfort for the emotionally unavailable. It gives them freedom without accountability, and yet we men stay, hoping her uncertainty will transform into love. Brother, that's like standing in the rain hoping it will stop because you deserve sunshine. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Stop estimating your worth by how long someone almost loves you. Ambiguity is not love. If she wanted you, you would know. If she cared, you wouldn't have to wonder. The only love that matters is the one where you never have to beg for clarity. Point 4. The childhood blueprint. Why we repeat the same pain. Ever wonder why you keep falling for the same type of woman? The one who's distant, complicated, hard to reach? It's because somewhere in your story that felt familiar. Maybe you grew up with emotional distance. Maybe love was something you had to earn. And now as a man you confuse unpredictability with intensity. But here's the thing. Until you confront your blueprint, you'll keep reliving it. The woman isn't your healer, she's your mirror. She shows you where you still need to grow. Marcus Aurelius told himself every morning, when you wake up, remind yourself, today you will meet people who are ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, but they cannot harm you, for you have reason and nature to guide you. You can't control who shows up, but you can control what you tolerate. The pain from your past is not a prophecy, it's a lesson. Once you see that, Once you realize that the love you crave must first come from within, you stop repeating the same old story. Point 5. The power of detachment. Letting go without losing love. Here's where most men struggle. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. There's a difference. Attachment says, I need her to complete me. Detachment says, I choose peace even if she's not beside me. Brother, I know it hurts. That emptiness after a breakup feels like you're walking through a house after the fire's gone out, ashes, silence, memories. But understand this, you're not losing her. You're losing the version of yourself that thought he couldn't survive without her. Marcus Aurelius faced death, loss, betrayal, and yet he wrote, It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Don't fear endings. Fear the life you never live because you're too afraid to release what's already gone. When you master detachment, love becomes purer, not forced, not desperate. You love because you choose to, not because you need to. And that is freedom. Point 6, the rebirth of self-respect. There's a moment after heartbreak when the silence becomes your teacher. You stop checking your phone. You stop waiting for closure. You start remembering who you were before the begging began. That's the moment of rebirth. Self-respect doesn't come from what she thinks of you. It comes from how you treat yourself when she's gone. Wake up early. Train your body, read, meditate. Every small act of discipline is a reminder that you belong to yourself again. Marcus Aurelius said, Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Brother, stop chasing explanations. Start rebuilding foundations. Because when a man rediscovers his self-respect, he becomes unshakable. And when you reach that level of calm power, ironically and the same, people who once overlooked you start wondering how they ever lost you. Point 7. The rule of reciprocity, the only love worthy of the name. Here it is, the only relationship rule that matters. Love must be reciprocal. If you're the only one fighting for it, it's not love. It's worship. A real woman will meet you halfway. She will call, care, show up, and match your energy. You'll never have to guess her intentions because she'll make them known. Stop romanticizing uncertainty. Stop calling emotional unavailability mystery. Love should feel like peace, not anxiety. It should feel like coming home, not walking on eggshells. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. But that love must flow both ways. Otherwise, it's self-destruction disguised as devotion. Brother, if you have to chase, beg, prove, she's not your destiny. She's your distraction from becoming the man you were meant to be. Point 8, the Stoic path of turning heartbreak into power. So what do you do now? When your heart's still bruised and your mind won't stop replaying her voice? You rise, not in bitterness, but in wisdom. You sit with your pain until it teaches you what comfort never could. You realize that heartbreak isn't your ending, it's your initiation. The Stoics believed that pain was the fire through which character is forged, and they were right. Marcus Aurelius endured plague, war, betrayal, yet he found peace in his own thoughts. So can you, brother. The woman who left you was part of your training. She taught you that you can't control who stays, but you can control who you become after they're gone. You don't need her to validate your worth. You were always enough, you just forgot. And when you finally stop chasing what's gone and start building what's eternal, your peace, your power, your purpose, that's when love will find you again. Because the man who no longer needs love becomes the man who attracts it effortlessly. Conclusion. So remember this, brother. The only relationship rule that truly matters is reciprocal love. A love that meets you where you are, not a love that makes you chase what should already be yours. If she's not matching your effort, your peace is worth more than her attention. You're not broken, you're becoming. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay grounded, stay stoic, and never forget, you are the prize.